Hello everybody and welcome to a new Garage of Dad. I've not been around here for a wee while because I've had quite a few comings and goings of vehicles and I've been quite busy with my work, and a lot has happened in that time. As I say, I've had one or two vehicles and I'll show you where I am right now. So I've got Fraser's TT in here and he's actually going to be doing this up to sell it, and it had one or two issues that I managed to sort out. One being a new wing which I've just rattle canned and lacquered with 2-pack lacquer, and I'm quite pleased with the result, so I'm going to get that on, and once that is on, that should be it finished. He's also had an issue with the door opening where he used to open it and it should go down and then pop back up, but it does it now and again. It does it every now and again, and it's not a permanent fix, but I believe, oh there it goes, see, that's what it should do. But it doesn't do it all the time, but I'm not really going to spend a lot of time in that. He's also had a new sill put on. I've tidied up the wheels, the wing, as I've said, and there was just one or two little bits about it and the paint. I think I've still got one here to sort out. Yeah, here's one here. So I'll get that done, get it finished, back in the wheels, then back to Fraser so that he can get it sold. The MX-5 still sitting there, that's a future project, but I'll probably leave that until next year now before I get on with that, because it needs a wee bit of work on the back end now. I've done the whole of the front end, and although it looks rusty, it's not actually too bad. It's just that this bit here and a wee bit surface rust there, these have actually been done before, and the metal underneath is actually it's actually okay, you know, it's quite strong, so I'm just going to weld a little patch in there and then paint it up and just touch it up the best I can, because we're going to use it for track days and the likes. You'll see behind me another Renault Trafic, and I've actually just, well, I've not really acquired it, it's actually off my friend, because the original white Renault Trafic, I think, would be the last one you saw. I put it on Facebook Marketplace, and I got a chap come to see it, and he actually had a Ford Transit Connect and he wondered if I would do a part exchange, which I did, and I got this little Ford Transit Connect and I really liked it, but it wasn't great for camping out in, and it was only the short wheelbase and it had a low roof as well. So I just cleaned it up and I sold it on, and I thought I really like the Connect, but I like the long wheelbase one instead, you know, of the short wheelbase with a high roof. So I bought this one here, and it's a bit windy today, hopefully you can hear me, and I really like this one because I love the wheels in it, and it's actually in pretty good nick, but it did come with one or two issues, and I'll just show you in the back here. It's actually kitted out with sound insulation, it's got a bed in there, and what I like about this van is the height of it. It's just great to go away in, and I've been away a few times in this mountain biking and walking and the likes. But it's got a problem with a noisy gearbox and the clutch slips, and what else? It's had a brand new EGR valve and it actually goes very well. Oh aye, and I put these roof bars on it, but I quite like the look of it. However, I've got somebody that's wanting to buy it, so I think I'll just sell this and move back to the Vivaro or the Renault Trafic. So as I said, I got this off my friend. I've not actually bought it yet. It's actually got a problem with the, I believe it's the EGR, and what it's doing is that it conked out with them and then wouldn't start. So I went over and I fiddled about under the bonnet, sort of tapped a few connections and just done some stuff, and done, the thing started again. So we drove it back here, so I'm going to strip the front end off of this and take the EGR valve off and clean it out, put it back on and see if that solves the problem. So I'll start it up here and you can sort of see what I mean, and you can hear it hunting, and the service light and the glow plug light come on, and then if you rev it, it'll go off slightly and come back on, but it won't rev above 3000 revs. So I put the code reader on it and it came up with an EGR valve fault, injector number 1 fault, and glow plug number 1 fault. But I've had a look at another video and it's the same symptoms on this than it was on that video, and which suggests that it's a clogged up EGR valve. And to get it running, because it wouldn't start, I gave the EGR valve a good tap with a hammer and a screwdriver, not too hard because I might break it, and I cleared the codes, came back in, and it actually started up, but it was running like how it is just now. And it would drive along the road, but there was only like maybe 2/3 of the power that it should have, and it'll just not pick up beyond 3000 revs. And when it's idling, it just won't go over like 2500 revs. But if you actually drive it along the road, it's actually quite good. And the other thing is, it's got the old synchro mesh, you know. Going into third gear, you've got to be really slow, so it'll probably need a gearbox. You could drive it the way it is, but it's no good because you've really got to let the revs die and then pop it into third, and that would annoy me. So whether, you know, I don't mind doing the EGR valve and all that, but a gearbox for me, you know, might be one step too far. But I do have a mate who would he's actually do me a favour, who would actually give me a hand to do the gearbox. And if I do the gearbox, I would do the clutch at the same time. I know it's a lot of work, but if I'd done that, there's a huge history with this van. It'd be a really good van at the end of the day, and it's the double doors and it's got the back seats. Although I think, you know, I might take them out, to be honest, and put another single seat in the back with a double bed like I did in the white van. But as I said, there's a huge history with it. He's done a hell of a lot of work on this, and it would be a really good van once these problems are sorted out. So there you have it. There's been one or two vehicles come and went, and oh, I actually sold my little Audi 2 as well, and there was a story there, but the outcome of it all was that it had to go, you know, because I had to, because I was busy and I really needed a van for my work over the summer, so I couldn't really keep the A2 and a van as well. So it went, but I really miss the little A2s. They're really good cars, and with £30 tax, you know, and 60 to the gallon, they're great just for running about. But I can't really justify sort of having two cars and a van as well, you know, at the same time. It's just the cost of upkeep as well, and it's a bit yeah, elaborate, don't know what the word is, for me. So it went, but you never know, I might get another one. I really fancy another one that I can keep. And there's also another surprise in the garage, and I've not showed you it yet. I'm doing a little video on that. It's a barn find of mine, which I'm really looking forward to working on, and it's 90% complete, and I've just got a little bit more filming to do in it, and then I'll have the big reveal of that one. So as usual, thanks for watching, please subscribe, and we'll see you very soon with another video. By the way, the trailer's not mine, it's the roofer's, and you obviously can't reverse because all the lights are, well, you actually can reverse, they reversed it in here really well, but all the lights are broken on it.